To all my YouTubers and to all those that watches the Mr. Dewey and Mrs. Howww show. Have you ever, Mr. Dewey? Have you ever
been walking through Wally World and your granddaughter said that she liked a Butch and you thought Butch was the name of the boy at the school she was going to, only to find out that Butch was a Butch? Yeah, I know. It happened to me. But what do you do about it? We got psychological training for counselors at aDoweey, Cheatham, and Howww at 188-222.
Call Dewey, Cheatham, and Howww. And how? Well, have you ever? This is Mrs. Howww. Have you ever rode in your truck looking for strap and you just so happen to see the most valuable strap, water heater, compressor, refrigerator, and you stopped to try to put all of it on your truck because it was more than just one or two or three? And when you got out of your truck trying to lift it, it took you all day just to put all three on your truck because you went to talking about you, oh, and I'm aching, I'm hurting, my back, oh, my neck and my back, it's hurting. Well, we can get you some help for all them pains you have. Just call 188-222. Call Dewey and Cheatham and Howww. Call Dewey and Cheatham. Dewey and Cheatham and House.
Have you ever had your grandchild to tell you that they're gonna be homeschooled now, and only to find out that their teacher is your daughter, and your daughter only got a 6th grade education?
All right. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Well, what you do when you're in a situation like that? You might want to pick up the phone and talk to somebody that can kind of keep you from having a burst out. So you might want to pick up the phone and call 188-222. Call Dewey and Cheatham and Howww. We're going to help y'all. We're going to set y'all up an appointment to get that child some immediately help. And that's going to help you and your family to be at ease and peace. Uh-oh. Call 188-222. Call Dewey and Cheatham. Dewey and Cheatham in house. Call Dewey and Cheatham. Dewey and Cheatham in house. Mrs. Howww, have you ever seen somebody ran a red light? Oh, get him, Mrs. Howww. Get him, Mrs. Howww. This car ran a red light while all of us sitting here like soldiers, abiding by the law and the rules of the traffic light. And he took off like it was green. So have you ever, and I mean have you ever had those problems before? I'm pretty sure you did, because we got some drivers that drive out here like they the only one out here on the road, like nobody else ain't out here. Well, when you're in a situation like that, this is what you need to do. Put you some flashlights on your car, just like the ambulance got, and turn your lights on for them, because they gonna need your help when they run into somebody and be all up in somebody else's trees and house and kitchen. Call 188-222. Call Dewey and Cheatham and Howww. Call Dewey and Cheatham. Dewey and Cheatham and House. Call Dewey and Cheatham. Dewey and Cheatham and Howww. Did you almost just get hit by the car and I missed that? Are you serious? Yes. Mrs. Howww just seen a human being almost got ran over by a car. Are you serious? Did you just walk out in front of the car like this? Please, y'all, be safe and be careful. And always, when you drive for you and others, because in the end, you can go home safe to your family. Call Dewey and Cheatham. Dewey and Cheatham in house. Mrs. Howww, have you ever went in public and it's been this empty? Why is that? Let me find out. Why is that? Y'all should have you ever pulled over to a city bus a city bus to a school bus with your children on it, and this guy that is driving the school bus scratch his testicles and your kids don't even know, but it's just so bad we just so happen to pull up and call it. This school bus right here, he's scratching and your kids is on this bus. What do you do when you see somebody on the bus with your children on there and he's scratching away? They don't know he's scratching. Well, we know he's scratching because we roll right by, park right by, sat right by. Call 1-888-222. Get him, Mrs. Howe. Get him, Mrs. Howe. At Mrs. Howe and Mr. Dewey and Cheatham.com. We're going to tell you how to get this case solved. Well, you just stop sending your kid to school or homeschool your child so that whatever he's scratching down there between their legs won't jump off on your child when they get off the bus. It might jump off in your bed or your couch from that child. And if you go to the bathroom scratching and talking about I'm itching and it won't stop, well, again, call 1-888-222. Call Mr. Dewey and Mrs. Howe. We're going to set them up an appointment to the health department. You make sure that you give us a call right